Hello, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll talk about yogurts. Everything you need to know about yogurt. Basically, I'm going to answer questions about yogurt production and yogurt business. So I have gotten a lot of questions about how to make yogurt, how to preserve yogurts, where to buy starter, where to buy a lot of things. Yes, I'll answer all of that in this particular video. Okay, but first, before I get started, please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and do that. Click on that subscribe button and be part of everything that will be happening here. Also, turn on your post notification bell. That is the bell icon you're seeing down there. Turn it on so that anytime I post videos on this channel, you'll be the first person YouTube will notify. Also, please do me a favor, like this video and share after watching. Okay, now first off, I'll talk about how to preserve your yogurt. I have a video where I took out time to extensively explain everything about yogurt, how you can preserve your yogurt and have it last for you for months. I'm sorry about the background noise. Okay, so I talked about how you can preserve yogurt and have it last for you for months. I have a video where I talked about that, and the preservative I talked about in that particular video is sodium benzoate. I talked about how you can add this particular preservative to your yogurt so that it won't go bad on time. I taught how you can actually calculate and convert percentage to grams in that particular video. If you haven't seen that, you want to check it out. Now, reason why I'm referring back to yogurt preservative is I also got questions about what other preservative one can use apart from sodium benzoate. Okay, so in this video I'll be recommending two preservatives for you, just in case you want to use preservative for your yogurts. So one is the one I've talked about, which is sodium benzoate, and the second one is potassium sorbate. So you can add any of these preservatives to your yogurts if that is what you want. Okay, if you want to make yogurts and you want it to last longer for you, you can add this into your yogurt. It actually helps to preserve your yogurt up to a month, up to 2 months. Yes, when you add preservative. Most of the yogurts you see out there contains preservative. When I make mine, honestly, I don't add preservative to it because I make yogurts in batches that I know that they will definitely finish before the expiration dates. Okay, so it's like making yogurts that can finish within 2 weeks. That's what I do most of the time. But if you want to make something and you don't want to be doing it every 2 weeks, or you don't want to be doing it all the time, you can actually add preservative to it and you're good to go. Okay, so that's that for preservative. And then, okay, back to preservative. This sodium benzoate, this potassium sorbate I talked about, okay, the usage rate is 0.25. That is the usage rate of this particular one when it comes to yogurt preservation. So if that is what you want to do and you don't know how to convert 0.25 to grams, because definitely there is no scale where you can measure percentages. So in order to measure your percentage and know which one you're supposed to add into a particular thing, then you need to convert this percentage into grams. How do you do that? Just go and watch the video I posted. I'm going to leave a link. I'll add a card on top of this particular video. That card will refer you back to that video where you learn how to convert your percentages into grams. I'm also going to leave the video link in the description box, so do well to check the link in the description box. You go there and watch how to convert 0.25 to grams. Okay, just in case you want to use potassium sorbate for your yogurt preservation. Next is, I was also asked where one can buy starter culture for yogurt production. Okay, the dried culture. Now you guys, if you want to buy anything about yogurts, anything at all about yogurt, the best place to buy them is in a cake shop. So just go to any store where you know that they sell cake things. You can get it from your market, anywhere. I buy things from the market. So just go to the shop where they sell cake things. You can buy all the instruments, all the things you need for your yogurt production. Now that's going to lead me to the next thing that I want to attend to, which is the basics, things that you need in order to start up your yogurt production or your yogurt business. Now, in order to start up this thing, you don't really need too much. You need few things to do it. Just few things. Okay, and there's a way you can actually navigate around this thing and not have to spend too much. Now, if you ask me, I'll tell you that the most expensive thing when it comes to yogurt making is milk. That's because yogurt is milk, and you don't make yogurt without milk. Now, to start the business, what you need a whisk to start it up, because yes, I'm always going to come talk about this, and I'm also going to leave a link to a video where I showed all of these things, just in case this is my first yogurt video you're seeing. Okay, you can also check the description box of this particular video, go to that particular video where I'm going to title everything you need to know about yogurt production, like the ABC of yogurt production. Okay, check that particular video. You see what you need to start up small. You will see all of that in that very video. Now, you need a whisk. Getting this is not expensive. I don't know the current price of this thing, but it is, I don't think it is more than 2,000 naira. It's not supposed to be up to anyways. When I got mine, it was, I think it was 1,000 naira, but that's not now. So I don't know the current price of whisk, but you need a whisk because you're going to definitely whisk your yogurt. Now, an alternative to whisk is a blender. Okay, so if you have a hand whisk, like a hand mixer, the other one, I'm going to show you a picture on the screen. If you have that, you can actually use it. If you don't have that, you can get the manual whisk, which is something you see in the video that you find the link in the description box. If you don't have any of these and you have a blender and you're trying to save cost, you can actually use your blender. Yes, well said. So you can use a blender to mix your yogurt. You can use blender to mix your yogurt. If you want to know how, ask me. I'm going to explain. Okay, so that is it. Now, your whisk is one of it, which an alternative is a blender if you have a blender. And then also you'll be needing a bowl, a mixing bowl. You want to make sure that this bowl is always clean, because one thing with yogurt is if you're producing or if you're making your yogurt and the things you're using, your yogurt instruments, the equipment, everything you're using for your production is not clean enough, it's going to tell in the results. It's going to tell in your yogurt. Sometimes you may have a failed yogurt. Yes, I've seen people, I have also experienced that. Like, I don't know if you've ever been in a situation whereby you make your yogurt, you did everything you're supposed to do, and then after incubating for 8 hours, you go open it up and it is still that milk that you tried to incubate into a yogurt. I don't know if you've ever experienced that before. That is you having a failed yogurt. Sometimes a failed yogurt can come out slimy. Sometimes a failed yogurt will not even form at all. There are other reasons why you may have a failed yogurt, but one of the reasons is if your things are not well sterilized or they're not clean. Yes, it can actually cause that. So your mixing bowl, your yogurt bowl should be very clean. You want to always leave it clean, so you need a bowl for that. Just keep one bowl. It must not be something special. Okay, you can just keep one bowl especially for your yogurt production, and that is it. And then you also be needing a spatula. Yeah, you can get a wooden spatula, you can get a silicone spatula, anyone that serves you well, that is fine. You also get a sieve. Sometimes I see a lot of people make yogurt. I even watch video, people make yogurt and they don't sieve their milk. It is not actually right, because sometimes if you're selling this yogurt, right, and maybe you're not adding color to it, you want to do something just plain, or you want to do something that is going to end up looking white, like a milk flavor variant, something like that. Sometimes if you don't sieve your milk and you got all this and you got a measured milk, if you don't sieve it after boiling, while packaging or after packaging, you may end up seeing some dark things like small dents, one or two dents here and there in that particular bottle, which is not something that is appealing or pleasing to your eyes. So you may want to sieve your milk so that you get off any extra thing, anything that is not supposed to be there, you remove it. After sieving, whenever I make my yogurt and I sieve, after sieving, I check the sieve and I see that it actually did a lot of work, because it brings out some things. Even if, funny enough, even if the milk you're using is packed milk, provided you brought it out and you have to measure with cup, you don't just know how these things happen. So it is important you sieve. So you get a sieve, a very small sieve that you can be using. That one is also important. And then that is basically it, okay? You can get gloves, or if you're using bare hands, just make sure that your hands are always clean. And that is it. Okay, so you don't need too much to start this. Now, your starter culture is one other thing that is expensive, a little bit apart from the milk that you'll be using. So with all of these things, it's just few, not too much. Like with these things, you can start your yogurt production. And water. With these things, you can start your yogurt business, start a yogurt production. And trust me, you don't really need to stress too much about it. It's something that I think yogurt is one thing that it's fun to do. If you ask me, it's fun in the sense that while doing it, it looks a little bit stressful. Like you have to boil milk, you have to strain, you have to do this, you have to do that. But after incubating for a few hours, you come to check on this and see that beautiful baby sitting pretty in a bowl. You would love it, and you'll be happy with yourself. Like you'll be happy. I've also been asked about economizing, like playing around, or an alternative to your dry culture. And that question actually came from the video where I made yogurt with lemon. Yes. Now, yogurt with lemon or yogurt with pepper, there are other things you can use to make yogurt without having to spend money on culture, right? But this is me. I make yogurt, and I'll tell you that if you want all the benefits from your yogurt when you make it, then you should invest in your culture. Okay, if you want all the benefits from your yogurt, buy a culture, buy your dry culture, or buy an already made yogurt, an unsweetened yogurt, and use. Do not use lemon or pepper. You can use that if you're making something for yourself alone, to maybe you want to just experiment, you can use it. When I made that, trust me, I didn't sell it. When I made that, I made it for consumption. Now, a lot of persons do it and sell. They make so much profit. Yes, a lot of persons do it and sell, and they make so much profit. And it's a very good thing because it helps you save. But now, what I'm trying to say is, if you're looking out for, because there are benefits you get when you consume yogurt. Yogurt is one food that, the reason why it is healthy and it is recommended, even doctors would ask you to take yogurts and stuff like that, is because of what it has to offer. Now, I'm telling you now that the yogurts you make with pepper and lemon, chili and lemon, those ones do not have as much things as the yogurt you make with your starter. Okay, so if you want to get the best out of it, invest in your culture. Now, there is a way, or there are ways you can actually get a culture and economize too. And aside lemon and chili, you can also use condensed milk for your yogurt. And what else? I think there are about different things you can use to make yogurt apart from those two. Okay, I know of condensed milk very well. So if you want me to make a yogurt with condensed milk, or teach you how to make yogurt with condensed milk, do let me know in the comment section. I would do that and bring it your way. Now, let's talk about how you can use, like how you can make your yogurt that will be very, very beneficial to the body, and still do it like, and still economize, like it still be on a safe side. This cost-effective kind of yogurt production. I have a video where I made how to make yogurt starter. Now, that was me trying to make different batches of yogurt with just a starter, like one sachet of starter. Okay, so what I did was, and what you should do if you're trying to save cost, is just get a starter, get one dry starter, make yogurt with that, and then do not do plenty, like don't make plenty, just make something that maybe you can do like 3 liters of yogurt with that starter, and then or 4 liters. 4 liters is much, you can do 3 liters, or you can even do 4 liters, yeah, or do 3 liters. Okay, so it's going to come out very thick, and that is what you actually want. So after making it, do not add any sweetener at all, just leave it plain. Okay, so that it's going to give you the best when next to use it. Do not add any sweetener. Now one thing is, if you want to use, when you go to make another yogurt, it is better and preferable you use an unsweetened yogurt. Okay, so that is what I'm saying, you shouldn't add any form of sweetener to this particular starter that we're making. So once you make your yogurt, do not add sweetener. After mixing everything, stir everything, and then package all of them into different packaging containers. You will use them to make other batches. So you don't need to consume this yogurt. It is yogurt, you can drink it, but do not drink it. Just save it for your yogurt production. So that 3 liters now can actually bet as much as even 15 liters of yogurt for you. Because but ordinarily, if you use just one dry starter, you cannot make 15 liters of yogurt. Okay, but when you use it to make like 3 liters of yogurt, and then you use that 3 liters to make other ones, it's going to produce as much as 15 liters or more for you. Okay, so that's a way of trying to save costs. Okay, so I think I've exhausted all I needed to for this particular video. I've actually I've touched everywhere I needed to touch. I've talked about everything I needed to do, and I hope this will be helpful to you watching me out there. Yes, please go ahead and like this video, share it, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done that. I'll see you in my next video. If there's something else you want, do let me know in the comment section or my DM. Thank you. I'll see you in my next video.